Sasrigal Sarianu, Malakia Unconventional Podcast. Today, Sapto Buria Podcast.
You know, there's a question Karn and I've had when we invited you onto our show. And the question was, how brown is Agent Kelly? And so what we've done is we've prepped a series of tasks for you to do with us to test how brown you actually are.
Okay.
ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਏਜੰਟ ਕੈਲੀ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾਇਰਲ ਸੈਂਸੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ YouTube ਤਾਂ Instagram ਤਾਂ Facebook ਤੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਚਰਚੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਨੇ Rahul, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Unconventional as usual, and today we've got Agent Kelly. Do it with some angst. Do it with some hype.
Okay.
Do it the Agent Kelly way.
I don't know how to say anything else after that is the problem.
Hey, that's okay, man.
Unconventional pod. Okay, just let it roll. We'll figure it out.
It's rolling.
It's rolling?
Cool, Connor, yeah, just jump in on it.
Sasrigal Sarianu, Malakia Unconventional Podcast. Today, Sapto Buria Podcast.
Yeah, that deserves a lot of respect, man. That deserves a lot of respect.
Well, I try.
This is good.
Yeah.
And now the formal introduction. ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਹਾਂ Agent Kelly ਜਿਹੜਾ ਵਾਇਰਲ ਸੈਂਸੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ YouTube ਤਾਂ Instagram ਤਾਂ Facebook ਤੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਸੇ ਇਹਦੇ ਚਰਚੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਨੇ Rahul, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Unconventional as usual, and today we've got Agent Kelly.
Appreciate
Connor,
you
welcome to
boys.
the show.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you boys for having me on.
No problem.
This is going to be a fun one.
I'm looking forward to it, dude.
So one of the main reasons that we brought you on was to kind of test your skills to see how brown you are, but we'll save that towards the end.
Okay.
But we want to know, how did you get started in real estate and in becoming this viral sensation across Instagram and Facebook? Because it seems like every single page that I click on, it's something. I am the Gora that's going to sell your house.
Yeah, man. I was a plumber for 9 years and just didn't like it. I had like a couple investment properties and I just felt like I actually wanted to flip homes and do like the BRRRR strategy. Like I wanted to be a full-time investor. Turns out Vancouver sucks for pretty much everything except for just buying and hold or development. Those are pretty much the only two ways you can go, right? You can flip property, but like it's pretty hard to do it at a volume where it's like your full-time job. There's just not enough properties out there that you'll get below market value. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody out there is doing it, but that's personally what I found. But then I was like, well, flipping homes and listing and selling a home is pretty much the exact same thing. I'm just making less per deal, but I'm not like risking my own capital, but it's basically the same process. So I'm like, why don't I just go be a realtor, right? So it actually stemmed from being a real estate investor, and then I became the realtor. And because of Gary Vee and Grant Cardone and all these people preaching, like, get on social media, I just figured that's the natural way that I wanted to go with it. But dude, it didn't happen overnight, man. Like before I had my blow up with the Punjabi video, I shot like 6,000 videos, like 6,000, right? So it's like I always have new agents reach out to me now and they're like, I want to shoot videos, bro, but I'm just not outgoing and I'm not charismatic and blah, blah. I'm like, dude, neither was I. I shot 6,000 videos, bro. Yeah. Like, it takes a long time, man.
We actually talked about this in our very first podcast that we shot. It was just the two of us, and we weren't looking to do anything more than just have a conversation. And we were kind of nervous. How do we start this thing? And literally in the recording, I say, we just press record and we just start talking and we'll see where this takes us.
Yeah.
And now, something that you said, 6,000 episodes or 6,000 shots. How many minutes, how many hours are you putting into this kind of effort that you're gearing towards going viral now?
Today, I mean, it's basically a full-time job putting out content, right? Like, I want to say, if I had to average it out, 2-3 hours a day, it's just like the same thing. If I was going to sit in my office and cold call all day, it's the exact same thing. Right?
Have you noticed a big spike in your business since you started getting more clicks and more views?
100%. Yeah, 100%. Night and day difference. Yeah.
When you're transitioning from speaking in English and going into Punjabi, who actually put you up to that? Was that a gig that you were doing? Was that some sort of a joke?
Dude, everybody thought I copied the Nawab Motors girl.
Right.
I had never seen that. So like I just
Mobina is her name. Mobina. She's like super popular.
Yeah, I knew that if I got this house, I hadn't made a sale in a while because the market was like shit back in late 2023. So I got this listing, beautiful home, still available if you guys want to buy it, 19236 Ojo Drive. But I was like, I need to sell this freaking house, right? And I knew if I shot this Punjabi video, I'm like, it's an easy viral. I know this will get like 100K views, guaranteed, right? So I shot that one, and it went nuts. It got like probably 7 million views with like all the pages that reposted it, everything. And then the way social media works is like when you have your finger on the pulse, you don't take it off. You just keep doing that until it doesn't work anymore. But then everybody in the comments was just like, better than the Nawab Boaters girl or whatever. And I ignored it like the first 30 times. And I was like, okay, I got to find out who the hell this is, right? So then I went to like, I typed in Nawab Motors in Instagram and I was like, oh, that's who they're saying. I'm like,
they're just dragging this poor girl through the mud for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think she's sick, man.
I think she's sick too.
I think it's good. It's part of it has to part of it is knowing what your demographic is and then selling to that audience.
100%.
If you're not even, just like you have a pulse on the virality or pushing content that you need, you also need to know who you're selling to. So your audience is super important.
100%.
I feel like our community, our own people, we're not doing good enough job of selling our own product in our own language. And you've somehow just captured the minds and the eyes and ears of everybody. So congratulations to you.
Thanks,
I
bro.
love
That's
your
big.
videos.
Yeah.
I just think it's hilarious to see you do something like that.
I appreciate that, man. I always tell Punjabi realtors, like, you should be speaking in Punjabi, man. I'm
Yeah.
like, who's doing the bulk of the transactions in this market? It's Punjabi people.
We are.
Yeah.
Right? And like, not only that, your total addressable market, like, there's like 2 billion of you guys, right? Not obviously that not all speak Punjabi, but the addressable market is like way, way bigger, right? So it just makes more sense to speak Punjabi, I would say.
How did you get started? Where did you grow up?
Surrey, yeah, Fleetwood, then eventually moved to Guildford, and then I spent a brief amount of time in Clayton Heights. Now I'm in Abbotsford.
You probably have a pretty big group of Punjabi friends.
I did, yeah, back in the high school days, and then I played on a Punjabi soccer team. Best friends Punjabi was.
It's not even a soccer team. It's a Punjabi soccer team.
Well,
now.
it's actually a soccer team, but Surrey United, it's like me and 2 other white guys and then like 16 Punjabi dudes, right? So it was like pretty much a Punjabi soccer team. Coach spoke Punjabi to everybody, right? So Jakade, Lambi Butt, like the, right?
wow.
So you actually learned all these words growing up.
Yeah, like I knew most of them from like being really young, right? And then eventually moved to Abbotsford.
Right.
Yeah.
At what point, like, so you were just sitting there one day and you're like, if I speak Punjabi, it's going to go viral.
I knew it would go viral.
Right.
I knew it would go viral because every time I ever spoke it to somebody in real life, they'd be like, what the hell? It would like take people back every single time. So it's like, I knew it had that shock value to it.
Right.
But I was like, in my mind, I'm like, I can't do it every video. So it's like, I need to do it. I knew it was a viral, but I had to save it. Right. And then after it, I was like, well, what happens if I just do it again? They just kept going viral.
Yeah.
The thing is now every time I shoot them, I have to it can't just be the same thing. So I have to learn more Punjabi for the next video. Right.
It seems like just earlier before we even started shooting, you're starting to catch on and you're actually having like at least a 1 or 2 sentence conversation, which I find quite funny because that's the level of English my grandparents know is just like those 2-3 sentences.
Yeah.
And I'm like, great, I got to give props to my grandparents. I'm like, I also got to give credits to somebody that's outside of the culture that doesn't have like much help or need to want to do it. But there it is.
Yeah.
We have a viral sensation on our hands.
I probably know like 60 to 70 words, but they're like keywords. So it's like when people are talking around me, I can get the gist of like what they're talking about most of the time. Obviously not all of it, but I know like kind of what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
So now that you started building your business off of this virality, right? Has it changed anything in your own mind of who you are as a person? Do you think you've gotten more credibility, or do you think people have started coming to you for a different type of appreciation to work with you?
Yeah, for sure. I heard on this other podcast, they said that basically like status lags like a year or 2 behind. So like right now I have a lot of people coming up to me telling me like how good I'm doing. People will come up to me, they kind of like put me on this pedestal that I'm like above them or whatever just because I shoot these videos. And it's weird, man. It's a weird concept. It's like, because I still feel the same. Like this was like 3 months. I'm still the exact same person. I just shot a video in Punjabi, right? But then you have all these people all the time telling you like, bro, you're doing so good, man. Like, love your videos, bro. You're the man, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, it's a weird adjustment for sure. But yeah, and from a status standpoint, like it's definitely changed my status quite a bit. Yeah.
I've never actually felt anything from unconventional podcasts. I have a lot of people coming up to me and saying,
Not yet.
not yet.
It's 1 or 2 years.
1 or 2 years. And I'm thinking if you started in 23, then we're actually I'm waiting
pace.
for some recognition here. I
Yeah.
feel like
On
I want to
pace.
be a walking, talking celebrity just like Connor.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a freaking celebrity, but like it's like if you just do it for like 2-3 years, you'll start to get that recognition. People see you all the time, right? They get that. There's like a word for it. It's like a parasocial relationship or something like that. They feel like they're already like best friends with you, even though you guys have never met, right? Because you're just on the screen all the time, right?
Right.
Okay, so there's a lot of people that actually say to me, and Rahul's actually, we've had conversations about this, is, oh man, you guys are such great speakers, and how do you guys just get in front of the camera and start talking? What advice do you have for people if you had to say top 3 things about putting yourself out there to do something new? Like, this is completely out of your wheelhouse.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a
first is
lot.
like going from plumbing
Yeah.
to real estate. Like, as a plumber, you're not talking to anybody. You're just going in, doing your job, and clocking out.
Yeah.
Then you're jumping into real estate. So now you're meeting clients and customers. And then third, you're going in, now you're shooting videos and speaking in a language that you have no idea.
Yeah.
So how was the transition from each thing to get to the point where you are just like comfortable doing what you want to do now?
It was brutal, man. It requires you to be uncomfortable for a long time. Anxiety, people are going to talk shit. All the same things that people who are just getting started in social media are experiencing, I experienced, right? You just have to push through it. Get your reps in. It takes a long time. But like eventually it's like your identity changes, right? So like a lot of the reason why people don't post social media in the first place, because they know when I post this video, everybody I know is going to talk shit about me, right? But the reason why they're going to talk shit about you is because to them it looks like you're being fake, because they have a version of you created inside their head. And the second you start posting on social media, they'll be like, why is he posting on social media? This dude's being fake, right? That's not like him to do that. But after you've been posting for 3 months consistently, they just make a new version of you in their head. And then basically you take on a new identity of somebody who does post on social media. And that'll get rid of all of that chatter for the most part. All the people, all the things you were worried about will go away by just being consistent for 3 months. But getting started, like social media, like I always hear people talking about like hashtags and algorithms and what time of day to post. And like all this stuff is garbage, bro. Like it only matters on YouTube, right? Short form content, the only thing people care about is who you are, right? So all of the stuff that I do off of social media is what has made me successful on social media, right? So like the confidence on camera comes from me doing the work off camera, right? So like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I go to the gym every morning at 5. I don't have any vices. Like I work pretty much all day. And all that stuff allows me to bring, when I'm on camera, it's like, I don't care what you have to say about me because I know you can't do what I'm doing, right? So you get that confidence by doing the work off camera. So like what I tell people is like, dude, stop drinking, smoking, eating like crap, go to the gym every day. That right there will do far more for your social media presence than what fucking hashtag you use on the video, right?
People getting consumed with the idea of the red pill and the blue pill.
What I was going to say is like the intensity that you have on camera, is it the same off camera, or is there like an acclimation phase?
No, I raise that,
Okay.
right? So like people say I'm the same, like people will say that I'm the same, like the energy level's a little bit lower, but like overall, I think a lot of people would say that I'm like roughly the same. I obviously swear more off camera, but I purposely raise my frequency because I want to bring the viewer up with me, right? So like when people watch my videos, it's that energy gets transferred through the screen to them. And if you can make people feel stuff when they watch your video, then it almost becomes like addictive. Every time they watch your video, they feel that same emotion and they remember it a lot better, right? So I try to, every time I shoot a video, I purposely will I pump myself up before I'm like, let's go, dude, let's go, right? So I can raise
noticed that in the videos.
Yeah.
So one of your favorite videos, I think you say something in Punjabi and then you scream at the end.
Exactly.
And then the camera will pan into
Yeah,
the video shot.
exactly.
So I love that because that was the reason why I love it is because I could see like it's almost like this conquer, like you conquered something,
Yeah.
and then the scream comes out.
Yeah,
Tony
exactly.
Robbins talks about getting into a transformative state by getting into a Superman pose, doing jumping jacks, yelling, screaming, just to get some sort of breath work in.
Yeah.
So it gets you pumped up. And
100%.
have you implemented anything from some of these self-help people, Tony Robbins and stuff like that?
understanding frequency is a big thing, especially in sales, right? Like, but it's transferable to everything if you just want people to like be in alignment with you, right? So like if you've ever met somebody for the first time, it's like a friend of a friend, and you're at a bar, you've never met this person, but instantly you're vibing with this guy, like you're like best friends out of nowhere. It's because you guys are at that same frequency, right? So like one of the things that they say in sales is like when you knock on a door and somebody's like, hello, you can't be like, hey dude, what's going on? Because your frequency is it's way too wide. But if he's like, hello, and you're like, hey bro, what's going on? Just wanted to, and then what you try to do is you try to drag them up. You stay too above them and you try to drag them up the frequency ladder. And then that way you're both like, yeah, dude, blah, blah, blah. And you're both at the top now, right? So that's kind of what I try to do with my videos is I try to drag everybody up the frequency ladder to like the very top, right?
Also, you actually have a system for your videos.
Yeah.
Right. Do you feel this constant pressure to like make it better and more viral or, you know, just more creative?
Yeah. Like it's definitely a lot more pressure now than what it was before.
Right.
Because before I was just putting out stuff, just like staying consistent, whatever. Now I feel like there's people like waiting for the next Go to Jat video, right? Like whatever.
So
right?
what does that creative process look like for you?
What does it look like for me? I have a listing. I'm like, what do I want to say this time? Right. And then I call up one of my buddies. I'm like, this is what I want to say. What's the best way to say it? Because obviously English doesn't translate very well to Punjabi, right? So then they'll just say, this is the best way to say it. I send a voice clip to myself and I practice it like 30 times. Right.
Right. So the creative process is like constantly trying to make it better. We try to do that with the podcast where every podcast we record, we know we can't bring the same heat. It's got to be more.
Yeah.
Otherwise, your viewership falls off. But it's different for you because now there's like hundreds of thousands of people watching you.
Yeah.
So does that help you, or do you feel like it hurts you, or do you just know it's there and just kind of keep moving?
Just got to keep pushing forward. Yeah, it is definitely more pressure for sure. But I mean, at the end of the day, if I fail, whatever. Right?
It's not really failure if you're putting in effort and putting in the time to do it, because that just puts more content out.
Exactly.
And one thing that I resonate with you is authenticity and being yourself and having a certain frequency, because most people they don't get it. They just want to stay in their own frequency and they don't really have awareness of how the other person is feeling. So they're never able to kind of get down to their level and bring them up. Yeah. It's like you have to show up. I don't want to put anybody down, but you know how sometimes you go to the gym and there's that yoga person?
Yeah.
Or that like heavy lifter is like, yeah, let's go. And when you're going to that person or that type of place, it's okay. That frequency makes sense. But sometimes that cold call or that door knock, you have to get in that place.
Yeah.
I've never had anybody tell me like, get out of my face, like door knocking or making cold calls or yelling and swearing. And when I get that from people, I'm like, what are you saying? And how are you like presenting yourself to actually get there? So when you're talking about door knocking or you're talking about making these cold calls, you have that specific approach.
Yeah.
Is that something that you picked up? Because I want to touch a little bit about real estate and business as well. Where did you get your coaching or where did you get your training from? Because you came as a plumber.
Yeah.
And you came out of high school. There's two completely separate fields.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not the best sales guy, to be honest with you. And that's why I went the social media route. I went like, if I get people to trust me, then I don't have to sell them a lot of the time, right? So that's why I went the social media route. But a lot of the training I have is just from watching like Grant Cardone and Tom Ferry. And there's a guy named Corey George. I don't think he lives here anymore, but he used to do training. He worked for Grant Cardone. His company is called Yes, I think. And he did a lot of sales training out of Port Moody. So he's got some really good sales training. He runs a whole door-to-door thing, B2B type of business. And he taught me a lot of stuff in like 2-3 days. So he taught me the whole frequency ladder thing. But then there's other creators that talk about just frequency in general, right? Frequency is huge. It's a lot, right? Like, because you can't vibe with somebody, you can't get them to like you if your frequencies are too far apart, right? So it's like about being a chameleon and matching whatever frequency they're on and trying to drag them up that ladder a lot of the time, right? But most of that, I learned from Corey George, was a big influence for me. And then just like broadly all the creators that are out there right now putting out content, right?
Do you, with the content piece especially, do you ever look at what other people are doing and try to see how do I implement this?
All the time.
Yeah.
So like Tyler Hasman was shooting the property tour videos.
Right.
So I just copied, like literally just took what he was doing, copied the exact same thing.
Right.
Which one is that?
He's in Calgary. he invented, like, you see the short form property tours that everybody's doing these days. He like invented that style, right? He was like the first guy to do it. So I was like, I'm going to do that. And then it wasn't working for me. And then I was like, I'm going to add my own flair onto it. And that's when I started doing the Punjabi style, but mixed in with the property tour. So it's like, I'm literally just copying the same thing, but it's just, now it's me because I changed one little thing about it.
Right.
Right.
Do you feel like, here's a thought I've had with social media. I felt like it's starting to get, everyone's starting to try to make content.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like it's so crowded now that you do have to be either spectacular at the actual content or what you're saying, or have that virality piece, or you kind of have to revert back to like traditional methods of growing your business, which is like door knocking and cold calls and referrals, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Do you feel that that's happening at all, or?
For sure. I mean, but also to add on to that, I feel like this is the easiest it's ever going to be, and it's only going to get harder as more and more people turn to just putting out content. Like in 2017, you could blow up on Instagram by posting a picture, right? Like, that's never going to happen now. I mean, unless you're like a girl or whatever doing the OnlyFans thing, maybe, right? But like other than that, right? Like now it's all about video. Like you got to put out video, right? And back in like, they didn't even have like Instagram Reels until like 2 or 3 years ago, I think. So it's constantly evolving. It's constantly changing. It's only getting more difficult. It will only require you to continue to up your game to be able to get the viewer's attention. Like I have agents on my team who like complain about getting 500 views. I'm like, in 5 years, you're going to be complaining about getting 80 views on every video, right? Like when Reels first came out, you could post the stupidest thing and it'd get 8,000 views, right? Because nobody was doing it. It's just a supply and demand thing, right? So yeah.
Are you seeing this difference in like quality matter in the video?
Yeah, we went really over edited like 2 years ago, and now it's going back to more raw. Right.
I've noticed that. So like my reference point was Kanye's Super Bowl ad.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
It's a little selfie video where it's a little weird, it's a little awkward, but
smart.
I think it drove a ton of business.
It's all pattern disruption. Social media is all pattern disruption, right? So whatever becomes like, everyone's doing these over edited like talking head videos where it's like B-roll and shit flying at you on the camera and whatever, sitting at a desk. Well, nobody's like really watching them anymore because it doesn't disrupt the pattern of social media when too many people are doing it. So when you go back to raw, now that's a pattern disrupt. It catches the attention because it's disrupting the pattern, right? So like it's always, and that's why I never talk about like what time of day to post and algorithms, because it's going to be different every week, right? And like people are always like, some of my most viral videos I post at 10 p.m. People are like, you should never post at 10 p.m. because everybody's asleep. But I'm like, yeah, but all the creators are sleeping too. Right?
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, the way you think is so freaking dope.
Yeah.
Appreciate
so
you,
freaking
man.
dope. Because like, you're just like the little details, like you're a student of the craft. Like, oh, every creator is sleeping. No one's posting right now. I'm going to post right now.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thinking it takes to win.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of thinking it takes to be unconventional.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's just understanding it, man. People like, it is literally supply and demand. It works the exact same way that the economy works. But instead of it being money, it's attention. So it's supply and demand with attention. Right?
How do you draw the line for what's the line that I'm not willing to cross to go viral? Like, because I know for a fact if I made a video and I started throwing around F-bombs, I might get a lot of attention. But is it the attention that I want? Do you have a line that you draw?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know where it is, but
you're still figuring it out.
Yeah.
Have you tested anything? Have you done anything that's like been good or gone bad, negative feedback?
I definitely have. Yeah, I've gone viral. Like my earliest videos way back on TikTok, I've gone viral like for saying like basically just calling a large group of people losers and stuff like that. Right. So like that type of content, I'm not really interested in making anymore. It worked at that time. It worked for me. I was a different creator at that time. Like I was more value based. I didn't say anything wrong. And I didn't actually say that, but like that was kind
how
of
people interpreted
that's
it.
How people exactly. That's how people interpreted it. I probably wouldn't go back to making content like that. I want people to be happy when they come to my page now, right? So like I was making content before where it was like value-based, self-development and blah, blah. And what I found is like, yeah, it helps a group of people, but it also makes this group feel like shit. Right. So I just want people to smile when they come to my page.
Right. I think this is a conversation I had with Karn like 2-3 days ago where, business talks of one of our other segments is about income and finances. But and the conversation we had was like, dude, most people don't care about money.
Yeah.
And so like, yes, you get a certain audience, but like you'll lose a lot of people because they just want to be happy.
Yeah.
People just want to smile.
Feel good.
Yeah.
They just want the dopamine hit, man. They want to feel good when they come to your page. Right.
Right. Yeah.
Do you have anything in regards to real estate and your video content that you're going to shift over the next kind of 6 months or 3 months? Is this something that's on your mind?
I'm going more like attraction based, like agent attraction based, I believe. So I'm starting to add in more like helping realtors style content. I have a whole separate channel for that, which gets like 10 views a video. So that's going to take a while to grow.
That's on Instagram or TikTok?
That's on YouTube.
That's on YouTube.
That's on YouTube. Instagram, I'm not touching right now because every video I post just goes nuts. And like, I don't want to mess with that. Like I'm in that pocket right now where Instagram just loves me. So I don't want to leave that.
Be very careful.
I have to be very careful. I don't want to leave that pocket right now. So I'm not messing around with Instagram at all. But the second my videos stop getting that much attention, I'm going to slowly transition it back into like value / entertainment. Right. Right now I'm all basically entertainment based.
Right.
Right.
Sorry, I have a few follow-up questions. Because early creators, one of the things that Gary Vee really promotes is quantity. Like just put out tons of content.
Yeah.
I think you're at that point now where tons of content might actually hurt you because it's not the quality that people are expecting from you.
100%.
So at what point did you decide to make that transition? And what were the signs that you're like, okay, now it's quality over quantity?
I made that transition right when I knew that the video would go viral before I posted it. If you don't know that the video is going to go viral before you post it, you need to stay doing quantity. Right? Like I know when I shoot a video, I'm just like, that's 100K plus. Right? The second I post, it's going to go 100K plus. But like that also, again, took me thousands and thousands of videos to get to that point. Right? It's like, it's hard to explain, but you just know exactly. You just know that it's going to get the viewer. Like there's even certain articles that come up about real estate where I'm like, if I talk about this article, it's going to go viral just because of the way that they phrase the headline in the article. Right.
I have 2 more follow-up questions and then I'll let Karn jump in. I don't want to take too much of the spotlight. No. One of the things I've noticed about your page is that it's not information heavy. Is that a decision you've made? Because it's not brain heavy.
On Instagram, yes. But if you go check out my TikTok, that's more brain heavy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Is there a reason you decided to make TikTok more brain heavy and Instagram more light?
I don't know, man. The value-based stuff just hasn't really worked for me on Instagram. I've posted a lot of videos like that on Instagram. The algorithm doesn't show it to anybody. For whatever reason, I found that TikTok kind of favors that educational style content a bit more. Instagram likes like skits and like entertainment and like, not that educational can't go viral, but it's just, it hasn't worked for me. Right.
The different platforms are you, so that was my follow-up is like TikTok is educational. You find is better on there. What's good on YouTube? What's good on Facebook? What's good on Instagram? What's
good on YouTube is what's already working on YouTube. So like you shouldn't go on YouTube and just post a video that nobody has posted because they're not going to show it to anybody. YouTube, there's an audience for the video and you need to make the video for that audience. Whereas like short form, you're just like, hopefully this video finds the audience. Whereas like before I post a video on YouTube, I need to go look at other creators in my niche and see what they've posted and be like, okay, this one went viral. I'm going to make this exact video, but change the title a little bit and obviously new thumbnail and then put my own spin on that topic. But like there's already an audience for this content.
Right.
Because
you're at that point, again, you've got enough of a following and a base of audience and viewership. Are you thinking about monetization online at all?
Definitely, yeah. So I'm rolling out a course.
Okay.
Spent a lot of time and money on that. There are people that will pay me for the odd video here and there, like developers and brands and whatever. So
like a YouTube course or?
It's a social media. It's short form specifically.
Like it's built on Kajabi or one of those?
It's built on Go High Level.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've invested quite a bit of money and time into it. Should be rolling out pretty soon here. That's just gonna be like $100. It's like breaking down like pretty much
your strategy for online marketing.
Exactly. How to edit videos, what type of content to shoot, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Do you see yourself moving away from real estate and getting into content creation full time?
100%. Yeah. I think there's always another level. in everything, right? Like even if you look at like Alex Hormozy, right? He started as a personal trainer, then he bought the gym. Then he went from being the guy who owns the gym to the guy who teaches you how to scale the gym. Then he went from the guy who teaches you how to scale the gym to, you get what I'm saying? Like there's
Buying
always
businesses and selling
next
businesses.
level, yeah.
it's always the next level where it's like you can make the same amount of money but cut down the amount of time you're working, right?
When did that come to mind? When is it because of the virality, or is it because something you hadn't, like something in play that you wanted to eventually get into?
I guess this is a cliche way to say this, but the person that I've become today was the exact vision that I had of myself like 7 years ago. So like basically exactly what I'm doing right now was what I always wanted to be doing. So like where I'm going was pretty much in the back of my mind, kind of always the dream, right?
So you had this vision, you're like, I'm going to get to this point, and you kind of work to get there.
Yeah.
How like the vision, because I know there's, the personal development stuff, there's specific goals where like by year 1 to year 2, year 3, year 5, whatever. Was it that specific, or was it just like you have a general idea and you're moving in this direction?
I had a general idea. I mean, so like I wanted to basically be getting deals off of social media after 3 to 5 years of posting. Happened in like 3 months.
How many years are you in real estate now?
Like just over 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah. But
Insane.
I thought I wasn't going to get deals from social media till like 3 years in, right? Like 3 to 5 years was my plan. And then I was like, hopefully by the time I'm like in my late 30s, I can just like make money online somehow, right?
At what point, and maybe you haven't realized this, at what point did you realize you're actually in the entertainment business and not technically like real estate's just your vehicle, but your online presence is more entertainment than real estate, I would say.
I guess it was always the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd still say I'm in real estate sales for now because I can't earn like obviously good enough income off of just like making content and stuff. But
Right.
It was always the goal, man. Like when I was first getting my real estate license, so I noticed that like all the people that I like to listen to were realtors. Like there was like Meet Kevin and Graham Stephan and like everybody who was on the Bigger Pockets podcast that were all investors, and then they like kind of transitioned out into like influencers and creators. But everybody started as a realtor.
Right.
So like for me, I was like, that's probably just like a stepping stone to get to the next level, right?
It's interesting that it's so intentional to get it and get to where you're going, and now it's unfolding with the course.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah. Hopefully people buy it.
Yeah.
$100. So
It's pretty cheap. I
Yeah.
think people will
Just
buy it.
it's $99.
$99.
That's the
Canadian.
I think that's the goal. You put
Not even
120.
USD.
You
Yeah.
put 129. You cross it out. Put $99, and that's what I've seen that usually works.
Or what they do is like
You got a marketing
something-
strategy.
something ridiculous. It'll be like $867 marked down to $99.
I'm giving you $20,000 value. in
Almost just to be
$100.
unconventional. You almost shouldn't do that, right? Because
Yeah.
it's just upfront.
Yeah,
$100
I almost want to just be like 100 flat.
Yeah.
Not even 99, you know.
Including tax for all my brown folk.
Like when you go to the expensive restaurants that don't even have a dollar sign or the zeros, it's just like 100.
Yeah.
It's gonna cost you less than
you-
filling up your tank of gas.
Yeah.
$100.
Dude, so
Yeah.
like I think now you're working with a lot of South Asians, brown people in general. Do you see
Are you
differences?
actually though? I actually want to
yeah.
know. Are
That's
you
the first
actually working with a lot of South Asians, or
Dude, all my clients were South Asian before the Punjabi videos.
no? They weren't.
Yes, they were. 100%.
Before the videos.
Yes.
I thought that it would be the other way around.
No. No. Like
That's crazy.
now, obviously, the percentage has just like increased, but it was
Right.
like my business was probably like 80% Punjabi people before I
Yeah.
even started putting out Punjabi
Yeah.
videos.
Like how much more do you know about Indian culture now?
Dude, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Yeah, I've been working out with Nav Singh and Raj Sandhu every morning.
Uh-huh.
So I learned from
They're
them.
teaching you.
Yeah. Yeah, they brought me to a couple events now too. So
Right.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Those guys they're good guys.
Yeah, they're dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does your clientele base think about you when they hire you? Because I always get that idea that people are gonna have a perception of you're not really a realtor, you're a content creator, you're some sort of viral sensation. So do they have some sort of perception when they bring you on that, oh, you're gonna somehow wow them in a way?
People perceive me as being really trustworthy from my content, which is interesting because it's like obvious. Like I would say that I'm trustworthy, right? But I don't aim to give that off in the content. It's just coming from like an entertainment thing. But that's something that I've heard like several times now. They're like, we just want somebody we can trust, and you seem like you're super trustworthy. And then, yeah, there are other clients that like literally think I'm a celebrity just because I post reels.
Right.
Right.
Right. Are you getting like fanboy treatment? Like people come to you and be like, "Oh, you're that Agent Kelly."
Yeah, it does happen, man.
Yeah. You have to wear a hat and a hoodie when you go out in public now.
Dude, sometimes, yeah, like if I'm going to Walmart at night, like I'll put a hood on sometimes because just like, like at the end of the day in real estate, like you're done. Like you've been talking to people all day.
There's a lot of mental fatigue.
Yeah, a lot of mental fatigue. Like it's different. Like when I used to be a plumber and you'd come home, like your body would be tired. It's a different tired though. It's like you're relaxed, right? But in real estate, after a day of like the phone ringing the whole day, like you're just destroyed, man. So like I'm going to Walmart. I'm like, dude, I don't want to talk to nobody right now. I'm just going in there. I'm getting that one thing, right? I got my hood on. And then some guy recognizes me with my hood on. I'm like, how, dude? How?
How many people are coming up to you now to try to take up your time versus before?
Like in person or just in general?
Just in general.
Dude, lots, bro. Like that's definitely something that like I was talking to my fiance about the other night. It's like I get like 20 messages a day.
Congratulations by the way, for
thanks,
having
bro.
a fiance.
Appreciate that. Yeah, people will message me, can you come shoot a video here? Can you repost this on your story? Like 40 mortgage brokers a day want to go for coffee, obviously. Yeah, that happens a lot, actually. Yeah.
Right. People never understand about giving value.
Yeah.
They think by buying somebody a meal or getting somebody coffee is somehow going to get them time with the person. Mm-hmm. I think that one video that you posted a couple days ago of somebody reaching out and they wanted to shadow you, and I commented on that video. I was like, there's no way this guy's going to show up. And you're like, yeah, the last like 2 people struck out and people called, they want to hang out, but they can't show up.
Yeah.
What was that? Like, what was that about? Why did he want to kind of hang out with you?
He just wanted to shadow me, see what I do on a day-to-day basis and that kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, dude, show up at the gym at 5 a.m. You can shadow me type of thing.
How are you with your time when you jump on a phone call with somebody that has questions and wants to ask you stuff?
I give my time pretty freely, man. Like, if people call me with questions, I will talk to them for 30, 40 minutes, answer all their questions, even if there's no money to be made there or whatever. Like, I'm fine. Like, I give my time freely. But, yeah, it's just people, like, asking for stuff with no, like I'm fine to hop on a phone call with you and, like, answer questions about where you're going in your life or whatever if it helps you. But people that are like, yo, come shoot a video for free, post it here, do this, whatever, like, obviously, like, I can't. If I just did that for everybody, I'd have no time to do anything, right?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you're talking about listings specifically or just...
Yeah, people want me to shoot videos at their listings or their business, or like people will send me stuff and be like, can you just quickly repost this on your story and stuff like that? And like sometimes it doesn't align with the brand. And like, I can't, dude. You know?
You ever find ways to do partnerships through these collaborations? You ever thought about that?
Yeah, like if people want to pay me, I'll do it, right?
There you go, folks. Agent Connor Kelly for hire.
Yeah.
What's the number, man? What's the number? Just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, I don't charge much. I don't charge that much. Like honestly, like it's still like I'd a lot of times I'd rather just not shoot the video. But like if it like I'll go do it, right? But freaking sound like a dick right now, dude.
No, it's good. I think it's important.
Because the thing is, you have to leverage your, like people are leveraging your, I guess, notoriety and fame for the option of getting something sold or bought.
Yeah.
And if you're there to provide that service, then why not get a piece?
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to get a slice because you're nice. That's all it is.
Yeah.
A piece for the niece.
Well, the piece for the niece, right? But the thing is, it's like there's just no like if I do it for one person, then why don't I just do it for everybody, right? Like where's the standard? Where do I draw that line, right?
Does it get hard to say no?
Yeah, I'm not that kind of guy. I hate saying no to people. Right?
You literally didn't even say no. I called you up and I was like, hey, Connor, we met at so-and-so event. Can you come on our podcast? You're like, yeah, when and where? And I'm like, is it really that easy?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like...
Because you're an authentic guy. Because we have met a couple of times and we've had a few conversations. And I've always thought, like, cool, he's just some social media guy. But these videos they just started ramping up. And I was like, we just got to bring him on just to see if it is actually authentic.
Yeah.
Or if there's some sort of facade that he's trying to put forward.
Right. Well, and at the end of the day, though, like... it's still mutually beneficial, right? You guys have a platform. You invest good money into this, right? People are going to watch this. They're going to know more about me. They're going to know more about you. It's beneficial for both of us, right? Mutually. But if it's just like heavily one-sided and I've never met you and I don't know you or anything like that. And then a lot of people have like I'm starting to notice now, like people don't have good intentions a lot of the time. Like they're just trying to like take from you.
Leverage.
Take leverage for like their own, like they just want to come and post a story so like I can repost it so they can get attention and blah, blah, blah. And it's, I don't know.
You ever have a feeling that if you start sharing too much of your information, it's going to take away from what you're doing?
In what sense?
In the sense of giving away all your secrets and all the sweet sauce.
No, because nobody's going to implement it.
Why do you feel that way?
Because the secret sauce is literally doing it. Dude, I haven't missed a video in like 2.5 years. I post 2 videos a day. Like I haven't gone on a vacation. I've taken like 2 days off, right? That's the secret sauce. That is the secret sauce. You're more than welcome to use it. Like, you know what I mean?
Let's see how many people
that and I'd argue that you, even if they're another, let's say, white realtor spoke Punjabi, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Because now it's a regurgitated idea. It's not authentic. It's not who they are.
Well, and
you can't replicate that.
It's not the fact that I'm speaking Punjabi.
Right.
It's the way it's being said.
Right.
Right? That's captivating. It's just like the energy and just like, even though I'm completely botching words,
right,
the sheer confidence behind it that people are just like, who the hell is this guy? Right.
And that's the other thing. It's like there's some white people that are like, oh, he's kind of like a brown white person, but you're like a white person.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like I'm like an Irish dude. You know what I mean? But like, because I've literally had agents be like, dude, should I make a video in Punjabi? I'm like, absolutely not. Like you're gonna get ridiculed, dude.
Yeah.
When do you transition from going into Punjabi to Mandarin?
Yeah, I get asked that a lot.
I was the one that asked you that.
Yeah. I don't think it would have the same like.
Dude, do it.
The Punjabi community is just so much more like connected. You know what I mean? Like that's why it has the viralities, because it has the network effect, right? Like, you guys will like share it with everybody in WhatsApp chats and stuff like that.
I feel like we missed
they do that too. They
just Chinese New Year.
No, but they don't use WhatsApp. They use WeChat, but it's the same thing. I think that's an easy next.
Well, actually,
transition.
And you get a whole your TAM. You're talking about the addressable market.
The agent that's doing that right now is actually, or has been doing it for many years, is his name is Mark Waynes, and he's full on. He speaks either Cantonese or Mandarin.
And he's fluent?
He's completely fluent. He's I guess he lived in China for some time. He came back. He's a realtor, but he goes through it like we're speaking so fluently in English. He does that in Mandarin and Cantonese, and he's got just an entire client base in Richmond and Vancouver.
Does he post videos?
He posted a lot of YouTube stuff back in the days. I don't know what he's doing now, but whenever his name does come up for some listings, I'm like, oh, man, he's that white guy that speaks in Mandarin.
Yeah. I think that's an easy jump for you, but you'd have to test it.
Do you feel like you're getting noticed and your recognition is associated to you speaking Punjabi, or is it to real estate or business?
Definitely speaking Punjabi. Yeah, definitely.
Do you mind it?
I like it. Yeah.
Why
not? You know?
Yeah, I'm always thinking you don't ever want to be. Well, I don't ever want to be characterized as boxed into one thing. But I guess it's so new for you.
That is my problem with it, to be completely honest, is like I don't want to just be the Gora realtor that speaks Punjabi, right? Like eventually want to graduate from that, but it works for now, right? And then like I can slowly transition the content into other stuff later on. But at the end of the day, I'm still like, let's just say I get to like 100,000 followers and then I change the content. Maybe I lose 80,000 of them, but I still have 20. Right?
If anything, I think you would get more because your audience is going to grow. And
I would
as
hope
they
so.
grow, you have to reinvent yourself.
Exactly.
Over and over.
Right? Because people naturally grow. So if your content doesn't grow with people, they get bored of it and they'll go find different creators, right?
Right.
So
that's awesome.
You're for I guess when it started off, it was about real estate. Like, do you have like an overarching mission for yourself, or?
Yeah, I want to be the most well-known realtor in Canada.
Got it.
That's the mission since day one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why number one? Is it recognition or is it the money portion? What is it that
eyeballs.
you're achieving?
It's just attention. Because once you have attention, you can basically craft a business however which way you want to.
Do you have somebody that you look up to in the business that you would say this is the number one person?
No, I don't want to be like anybody. I want to be me.
I have one more question. If you're building a business now, say someone watches this and they're like, I'm starting a business, is the go-to approach online first and then the rest, or would you go traditional first, then work your way to online?
I would do both, but I would just scale back on the online in the beginning, like just do less volume of that.
Right.
Until it starts rolling. And that might take a year, it might take 2 years, it might take 3. but just focus on maybe just doing one video a day and then make your calls in the morning or go door knocking until eventually you can go full-time social media, right? To add to that, though, there isn't really anybody I would say I look up to in terms of content in the real estate niche, but there's a whole lot of creators outside of real estate that I look up to, right? I know Ryan Serhant is probably the biggest realtor that creates content, but I wouldn't say
He's a marketing genius.
He is.
He's not even a realtor. He's an entire organization of just marketing and business.
Yeah, he's very smart.
So who do you look up to that outside of that realtor niche?
I like Wes Watson. I watch a lot of his stuff.
He's so good.
Yeah, he's dope.
He's raw.
Yeah, he coached me. I paid for his coaching. Like before he blew up. I really like him. I like Brad Lee. He's dope.
Dropping bombs. I shout out to him.
Yeah.
He's probably my favorite podcaster. He's probably the only one that I listen to.
He's hilarious, dude.
He's so funny.
He's just like naturally funny. Like he doesn't even try, and it's just like freaking hilarious. So I like those two guys a lot. And there's like a whole bunch of them. Gary Vee, I've always listened to Gary Vee's stuff. Even though it's the same like three things. It's just like more content. Stop listening to your parents. You got so much time, bro.
That's
basically
his messaging.
Gary
Right?
Vee.
That's his messaging.
Go to junkyards and collect all these antiques and sell them on eBay.
Yeah,
he still
exactly.
does
Take that
too. That's
granny
funny.
for a ride.
What about like tools? Like how has AI affected your business at all? Or
I just use it for YouTube thumbnails.
Okay.
The thing with AI, man, is like, I agree. It is 100%. It's going to change everything. Absolutely. It's going to be earth shattering. It's going to completely mess up the economy 100%. But it's not there yet. Like I can't use it that much right now to completely like, sure, I can write some emails. I'm sure there's like creative ways I can like make ad campaigns and all this kind of stuff. But like, it's not there to the point where people are like, if you're not doing this right now, your whole business is going to collapse, right?
Yeah,
like those are like the ads you see on your feed. I'm just like, it's not really there yet, you know?
Right. Yeah, you use Chat GPT and like Gemini to do copy for your videos or the description or that. Okay.
Yeah, I'll do that and like and then I use like Dolly or whatever for the YouTube thumbnails and stuff like that. And like maybe like ad creatives, right?
Awesome. Should we get into the fun segment?
Yeah, we should. Are we good for that? Yep. All right. So, there's a question Karn and I've had when we invited you onto our show. And the question was, how brown is Agent Kelly? And so what we've done is we've prepped a series of tasks for you to do with us to test how brown you actually are.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And so we've got
oh man, I only learned 70 words.
About to get exposed.
We've got 4 segments. We've got 4 segments. They're going to test the different parts of your understanding of brown culture.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, Dan, we can pull it up on the screen here. So the first segment is about food.
That's pakore.
Oh, there we go.
You got to know the rules.
Okay.
So yes, it is pakore. Okay, so we're going to pull up, I think, 4 items for food, and you're going to tell us what it is. And the more detail, the better.
Okay. So that's pakore instead of pakora because that's plural. There's several of them.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
Yo, mind blown right there for pakora and
We're going to stop the
pakore.
challenge right now.
Get this man an inauguration for being in the Punjabi community.
What's inside of here? Do you know?
Oh, dude, I think it's like potato.
Yeah.
And is there cheese?
Those are paneer pakore.
Oh, that's paneer pakora.
This one has something else. Can you see it?
Vegetables.
Yeah, there's onions and
Yeah.
cilantro and
then like spices and stuff too.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, what got you into what was the first experience that you've had with? Because we're gonna go through a food segment first.
Yeah.
So what was your first interaction with East Indian or Punjabi food?
Playing for Surrey United. We always have that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Someone's mom brought it. Said, here's pakore.
Somebody's
or like the
grandparents,
coach or like
somebody's
whatever.
mom. Yeah.
Yeah. It's always there.
All right. Next one.
That's gulab jamun.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gulab jamun. It's what kind of food is this?
That's like a sweet.
Yeah.
It's like a dessert.
It's a dessert.
You like this one?
Yeah, that one's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Hall parties, they usually have this.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Oh, dude.
Come
I
on.
don't know what those are called, bro.
You've
Come
never
on,
had this?
Kelly.
I've had those. I don't know what those are called though.
They made an entire song about this.
Yeah, Connor, you gotta get this.
Kesher and who's the other artist? The rapper, hip hop guy.
Bacha? The Bacha?
Maybe.
Okay, whatever. There's a viral song around this.
Okay.
You got to know this one.
What's it called?
It's called Jalebi.
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 That's
Jalebi,
one wrong
baby.
for you. One wrong. All right.
Okay, all
I
right.
thought this one was gonna be easy.
No, I don't
this
know
is-
that
You've
one.
never had it?
I've had that. I just don't know. I didn't know it's
What
called
it's
jalebi.
Got it.
You have had it.
I've had that.
You
Yeah,
had it. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
for sure.
All right. Next one. All right. What's this?
No, dude, I ain't never seen those ones in my life.
Oh man. Okay, you know what? After this, we're gonna have to go grab a bite to eat.
Yeah.
But they're called golgappe
Okay.
or pani puri. So it's pretty much those pockets. They're filled with chane, which is
Chickpeas.
chickpeas and potatoes and
Yogurt.
onion. They'll put yogurt and then they'll put like mint sauce
Yeah.
and tamarind sauce in there. And pretty much you got to take it in one bite
Okay.
because then it'll just explode in your mouth. It's like gushers.
Golgappe.
Golgappe.
Golgappe. Yeah.
Golgappe.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a really, really
All right.
popular dish.
Learn something new every day. So that's what 50. I'm 2 for 4 right now.
You're 50% right now.
Which is good. I mean,
Yeah.
you had a lot of confidence and the
first
pakoda
two.
and pakode were great.
Yeah.
So I gotta pull out my cheat sheet, but I think
Dan,
we're done.
let's hit the next one.
We're done the food, right? Yeah. Let me pull out my cheat sheet because I don't even know the celebrities. The funny thing is, you probably actually know more about South Asian culture than I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know like details, but superficial. Like I can barely. Your Punjabi is probably better than mine.
That's hilarious.
We speak Hindi at home, which is not the same.
right.
And then like actors and stuff, I don't pay attention to a lot of that. So
Right. Okay.
this next segment is celebrities. So, okay.
That's not Nick Jonas's wife, is it?
No, that's Priyanka Chopra. We thought about that. I thought that was going to be too easy,
Okay.
so we didn't add it.
I don't
But
know who that
this
is.
one is it's Aaliyah Butt. She's actually quite popular in Bollywood.
Butt. Okay.
Aaliyah Butt.
Okay.
Bollywood actress.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
didn't know that. No.
Come on.
Okay,
I don't even know white celebrities though. This is the thing. Like,
so she was actually there's a movie with Vin Diesel, and she was an actress in that movie. I think it was Triple X. It was
Okay.
one of the spin-offs, the third movie with Vin Diesel in it.
okay. Okay. I'm the worst with celebrities,
No?
but let's see.
Deepika Padukone.
Deepika
What?
Padukone.
Deepika Padukone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
She's she's really well known. I tried to like when I came here.
I didn't even know who this was, bro.
I honestly I don't even know. So we just skip this.
Just skip this one.
Yeah.
Just skip
She
this
was
one.
top 5 most known.
These are actors,
These are actors.
These are actors.
but like, okay. For me to
Dude,
know
you were doing so
Punjabi
well. You started
actors,
so
I would have to
strong.
watch a Bollywood movie, right? What, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
That's what
sit
you do
there
in your
and
spare
watch
time.
a Bollywood movie.
The
Huh?
media, like Bollywood's so connected with like Western media as well now.
I just see
they're
the
all
memes.
kind of
So
Yeah.
he was actually in the NBA All-Star game 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
And he was pretty much like one of the jokers on there. It was pretty funny.
yeah.
And what's his name?
Ranveer Singh.
Ranveer Singh.
Ranveer Singh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was popular like 2 years ago. I don't know what's going
Yeah.
on with him, but he was in the NBA All-Star game.
Oh, no way. Are you
All
guys
right.
gonna show me Diljit
All right.
Dosanjh soon?
Next one. Next one. This one you have to get this one, dude. I'm walking out if you don't get this.
Bro,
Seriously.
I have no idea who that is.
So he is the number one actor or star in the world, probably by net worth, with making movies, production studios, everything.
He's the
dominates.
most known.
He's the most well known
And what's his
across the
name?
world. Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah
Shah.
Rukh Khan.
So I've heard his name. I have heard this
SRK
guy's
in
name.
short, but
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan is his name, and he's probably one of the most well known. He's probably top 5 list of between all actors
I think he's number one.
and entertainers.
He's the most known. Okay. Next one.
That's gotta be Diljit.
There you go.
Yeah.
You
I was
said
waiting
it,
for
I'm
Diljit.
sure. Your
I was
confidence is
I'm
like,
I know I'm gonna get one of
That's
these.
gotta be the.
Yeah.
So Diljit pretty much last year, God bless this guy because he lit Coachella on fire. He's the first Punjabi singer that's actually gone into Coachella.
really?
And now he's actually set a couple other records where he's sold out a couple of big stadiums for his next tour. It's called Illuminati.
Yeah.
It's coming out in April, and trying to get tickets to this guy's show are insane. They're like $10,000 for front row and $20,000 and $1,000 minimum to get a seat. And I'm just trying to find different pockets to win a pair of tickets because they're just so expensive.
That's crazy.
He's so popular.
He's Punjabi Drake.
He literally is.
Yeah.
Yep.
No. AP Dylan would be like Punjabi Drake, right?
No. He for
would be
notoriety.
by him?
For notoriety, would be
Okay.
would
I
be
think
him.
they're like they're close.
But AP
sure.
Dylan would be like The Weeknd.
Yeah.
They kind of riff off of each other, very similar.
I see.
With like beats, but he does his own thing, like fashion, music, actor, producing, directing, like he does it all.
Gotcha.
So 1 for 5 on.
Okay, 1 for 5. All right, I'll
celebrities.
take that. I'm sure if you showed me 5 white celebrities, I'd probably get 1 for 5.
Yeah. And we'd get 0. So, ready? Next segment. So the next segment is music, right? So let's put on the headphones. It's not going to show on the screen, right? Because I'll have the name there.
Dude, I'm about to flunk this one too.
We'll have the song play. 15 seconds of it, and then you have to guess the song name after that.
Is it like a Punjabi song name?
It's
Okay.
Yeah, likely. You should know a couple, I'd imagine. No, it's all good. No problem.
Okay. Have you started? Have you been interested in listening to Punjabi music through your friend circles?
I listen to it when they play it.
Yeah.
But I don't put it on my Spotify and listen to it.
You go to hall parties?
Yeah. But I won't go home and search for the song and put it on my Spotify. For me, I have to understand every lyric. That's why I don't listen to EDM or anything like that. Is I need the substance from hearing the lyrics.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
I can't just listen to the beat and the flow and enjoy it. I need the substance of understanding what they're saying.
Right.
But music is just a feeling. There's it's just a universal language of getting into your feels, regardless of that's the way I interpret music.
Yeah.
Whether it's sound or if there's words, I feel you just get a feeling from it.
See, I get a feeling from
the words.
That's where I get the feeling, not necessarily the music.
All right, first song. I have to look at my cheat sheets.
Come on, man.
Can you do a little bit louder?
Yeah. Can you forward it to the actual music? Started
And to give you a hint, they say the name of the song in the music. If you can't get it, just to help you.
G minor.
ਲੰਬੋ ਟੱਕ ਵਿੱਚ ਗੇੜੀ ਸੁੱਤੀ ਹਾਲੀਵੁੱਡ ਜੀ ਦੇਸੀ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਬਾਲੀਵੁੱਡ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਦੀ ਵੇਵ ਆ ਨਾ ਭਾਲਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਵਗਾਉਣਾ ਵੀ ਆਉਂਦਾ ਤੇ ਲਿਰਿਕਸ ਹੈ ਚੰਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਸੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਨਾ ਢਲਦੇ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਕਲਾਉਨ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਮੁੰਡੇ ਆਉ ਦੇਸੀ ਜੇ ਗੀਤਾ ਟਰੈਪ ਦੀ ਬੀਟਾ ਸਿਰ ਕੱਢ ਕੱਢ ਦੇ ਸਪੀਕਰਾਂ 'ਚ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਮੁੰਡੇ
You must have heard this song.
I've heard that. Yeah.
2 summers ago, everyone was playing it.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. It was on a lot of meme stuff too.
Yeah. There's actually a realtor that made a video off of this beat. And she's gone viral off it. I think she's got 200,000 hits on it.
No way.
It's actually super hilarious. I'll send it to you.
Okay, next one.
This guy's going hard. I don't know the name of the song. Despacito?
He's literally saying the name of the song.
Really?
It's Tunuk Tunuk.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought that was just you know what I mean?
So pretty much one of the biggest memes or videos that was on IG and TikTok and Vine for a long time was him, and it was just a bunch of white guys going like,
Yeah, it went viral.
and jumping in, and actually World of Warcraft stole his dance moves from his music video and used it for his characters in the
No
World
way.
of Warcraft realm.
Yeah.
It was so popular. It was like Gangnam Style.
That's hilarious.
That's how popular
man.
it was.
Okay, next one.
Okay, I know this song.
Yeah,
Say it when you're ready, but
Big Bird. Huh? I'm a brown boy. ਗੱਭਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਮੰਨ ਜਾਣਾ ਮੰਨ ਯੱਲੜੇ ਅੱਖ ਬਾਰਾਂਗੇ ਜੀ ਸ਼ੌਟਿੰਗਾਂ ਦੀਆਂ ਲੜੇ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਮਾਰਦੀ ਆ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਤੇ ਨਿਸ਼ਾਨੇ ਸਿੱਧੇ ਮਾਰਦੀ ਆਓ ਸਿਰ ਉੱਤੋਂ ਲੰਘਣੇ ਫਲਾਈ ਕਰਕੇ ਉੱਚੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਯਾਰ ਦੀਆਂ
I'm gonna guess Brown Boy. I have no idea, bro.
It's
Yeah.
it's So High by Sidhu Moosewala. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
He's also one of the unfortunate guys like Biggie and Tupac
Yeah.
that got shot up. he just makes incredible music. He did, and a lot of his music just resonates with a lot of young kids.
Yeah.
So High was one of his original songs that.
Yeah, it's like
I know that one. I've heard that one a lot too.
It was popular.
Yeah.
It was popular.
You've got to look at despair. He's like, this is hard.
I'm getting wrecked in this one, in this round.
But you probably like recognize it.
I recognize them. I just don't know the names of them.
Do you know मैं तेनू किन्ना प्यार करदा Do you know मैं तेरे उत्ते किन्ना मरदा Do you know तेरे लिए मैं तां पिंड छड्डदा Do you know तेरे लिए लोकां नाल लड़दा Do you know
Sing the name and the lyrics.
तेरे लिए मुस्टैंग ले लई Do you know
Do you know?
Do you know? That's it?
Doesn't know.
It's like the one time I don't guess it. Like
The actual English
yeah,
part.
yeah.
So that's actually Diljit singing.
Okay.
Do you know?
Yeah. Okay. That's Diljit.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
Diljit.
By the way, this list, we could start the next one, but this list is like the top 5 most well-known songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently,
We try to make
I'm
it
not
easy,
that
but
brown.
we
Yeah.
couldn't make the two.
ਉਹ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਦੀ ਆ
Tough one.
ਜਿਸ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਹੱਸਦੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੀ ਆ
He does have a feeling.
ਜਿਸ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਤੱਕਦੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਦੀ ਆ
This one's
ਜਿਸ
got a
ਹਿਸਾਬ
feeling.
ਨਾਲ ਹੱਸਦੀ ਆ ਕੁੜੀ ਦਾ ਪਤਾ ਕਰੋ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਦੀ ਆ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੀ ਆ ਲੱਗਦੀ ਲਾਹੌਰ ਦੀ ਆ
I can.
ਜਿਸ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ
I don't know.
It's
ਹੱਸਦੀ ਆ
called Lahore.
Lahore.
Yeah, it's, I
Lahore.
think that's a place in India, Lahore.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's by artist Guru Randava.
Who was
Yeah.
that?
Guru Randava.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was it.
Well, I flunked that one pretty hard.
0 for 5. So
Yeah.
two for 5. Oh, sorry, 2 for 4 on the food.
And then 1 for 4 on the celebrity.
Yeah.
The celebrity
Did
one
you
was
get the
unfair.
celebrity?
I got 1. I got Diljit.
Oh yeah, you did get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then sorry, I like having the headphones on. It's actually kind of nice.
I had the other song was like the Gimme song was Punjabi MC and Jay-Z. Mundiya to bach ke rahi. It's called Bach ke.
Bachke.
Yeah, Mundiya to bach ke rahi.
Okay. All right, and then 5 minutes. Okay, we've got our last portion of this. And so you've been doing a lot of videos in Punjabi, so we wanted to test your knowledge around Punjabi itself.
Okay.
So we've just got words that we're going to spitball here.
Okay.
And you're going to tell us what the word is in English.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So hopefully we can try to make this a little bit easier.
This one will be easier. Yeah.
And this will be pretty quick. Karn will probably lead most of this because I don't know a ton of words, but I have a couple. So I'll start off the first one. Pyar.
Or use it, and you can say use it in a
Yeah,
sentence.
you
Money kitti paiya.
No.
No?
No. You want us to use it in a sentence?
मैं तेनू प्यार करदा. तू मेरा प्यार है.
No.
I love you.
That's what it means?
प्यार means love.
Love. Yeah.
मैं तेनू प्यार करदा.
Pyar.
Yeah.
Love. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I'll remember that.
That one's gonna be good.
0 for 1. Okay.
There
I'll
you
remember
go.
that
Okay.
one.
I'm gonna give you a gimme. Sat Shri Akal.
Hello.
There you
Yeah.
go. Formal way of saying hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give you an easy one too. Aho.
Aho. Bro, I don't know what that one is.
Yeah.
Aho?
Yeah.
It's slang. It's more slang.
Yeah.
No.
Or, okay. How about this? I'll give you a different version of it. Hanji.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh man, just had one in my mind. If you have one, just use
Yeah.
it.
We could go. I don't know. The thing is, I don't know Punjabi. I know Hindi, so it's like hard for me. Like I had to prep for this, you know.
Oh, easy one. Kar.
House?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I got,
ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਘਰ ਦਿਖਾਉਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਹਾਂ.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
I'll give you another one. Gaddi.
Car.
Okay, that was quick.
Yeah. Gadi Red Challenger.
Man, and that's the song that he remembers of all the songs.
Yeah, I know that one.
We should've played that one.
The meme song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Give him one more.
I got phrases.
Give him a phrase. Let's put him
Hit
through
me
the
with a
test.
phrase.
Okay. Or actually, this is a good word. Pasa.
Pasa. No, I don't know that one.
Money.
Money.
Pasa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pasa.
Yeah.
Pasa.
Pasa is like, or I'll use it in a sentence. Kar kinne paisyan de vich vikuga? How much will this house sell for?
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Kyunki ਅਸੀਂ ਘਰ ਵੇਚਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਸਾਡਾ ਕੰਮ real estate ਦਾ ਆ. Like we are in the job of real estate, so how much is this house going to sell for?
I see. मैं लाके आया सब तो बढ़िया कार की चाहिए.
Yeah, there you go. Ki chaida. That line, just like the best.
I'm
Ki
waiting for you to
chaida.
use. I'm waiting for you to
Yeah.
use that line. Right
I'm
there.
gonna use it. I might use it on my next video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop a Hegia in my next video.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hey gaya.
yeah. Do bed the basement. Hegia.
Hegi ya, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Ki chaida tonu 2 bedroom the basement. Hegi ya.
yeah, exactly.
Oh man, I'll send you some stuff. I'll send you a couple of lines. They're gonna be good zingers.
Okay, I got.
There.
Oh, let me see. I learned this one this morning. Let me see if I can hit it right now. Hold on here. Sid Otto Lungen. Hold up. What is it? Siroto Lungen. Oh shit, I lost it, dude. It's fly something.
Yeah.
And then it ends in Deriadia.
What?
Deriadia.
Sira? No. What's the English translation?
It's basically like what I'm saying will blow your mind. It'll go over your head.
Oh. Seroto Langa.
Yeah.
Siroto Lungen, fly. What does he say there?
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਿਰ ਤੋਂ ਲੰਘ ਜਾਣਾ. Like ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਿਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਲੰਘ ਜਾਣਾ.
It's gonna fly over your head, right?
Yeah,
gonna fly
basically.
over your head.
Yeah, yeah.
What was gonna fly over your head?
What I'm about to say.
And what were you gonna say? What was the?
The next part is like I'm inside the house and I'm basically just showing you the house.
Okay, so the line would be ਜੋ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਦਿਖਾਉਣ ਲੱਗਾ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਿਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰੋਂ ਨਿਕਲ ਜਾਣਾ ਜਾਂ ਲੰਘ ਜਾਣਾ.
It's gonna.
I
You're
got
trying to
you.
say like
I got
it's
it. I
gonna
got a
blow your
WhatsApp
mind.
right here.
Yeah.
I got to play this and then I'll try to say it. Hold up. Siroto Lungen fly karke Uchianagala
ਤੇਰੇ ਯਾਰ ਦੀਆਂ.
Deriadia.
Yeah.
God rest in peace, man.
That
That's
was one
Sidhu
of the songs we
Musiala.
played.
That
Yeah.
was so.
That was
That was
so
one of
high.
the songs you played?
Yeah.
That was so high, so fly.
the
so
last
high.
part of it. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
Sidhu Musiala.
Fuck, I had that one handed to me on a silver platter and botched it, eh?
So you are officially like 30% brown.
30%.
Ancestry.com, Irish brown.
Yeah.
Is your fiance brown?
No. white
No.
girl. Yeah.
Why'd you leave Surrey and move to Abbotsford?
I just wanted to get in the market, man.
Yeah.
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 I was a
Very-
plumber at that time.
Yeah.
Right? So
Awesome.
dope.
I think there's I think we should leave it there because we've done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highlight for me was having the song play "Do You Know" and then you saying "I Don't Know." Definitely got me. Should we do a quick little outro and then?
Cool. Yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah, guys, thanks again for tuning in to this episode of Unconventional. Thank you, that agent Kelly, Connor. Thanks for being on our show.
Appreciate you, boys.
It's a blast having you here. You're tons of fun, and we wish you tons of success in business.
Give us your handles for Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, wherever you're promoting your.
At that agent Kelly everywhere. All one word. Kelly, Kelly.
And then anybody wants to learn about going viral, he's going to be coming out with a course. So why not promote it? We're all friends over here. $100
That's it.
will get you viral.
Yeah.
In the best sensational
Just
way.
like $5 USD right now.
Yeah. So skip out on 5 lattes from Starbucks and you'll get yourself
got a course.
you got yourself a
Or
course.
like 5 beers at a bar and you got your course.
Inflation's really taking a hit, eh?
Yo, yeah. Yeah, dude, I went to Earl's last night. It was like $160. I was like, dude, Earl's? Crazy.
Craziness.
Awesome. Cool. Let's wrap
Alright,
it up
okay.
and
Appreciate it.
let's
Okay.
get you some Golgappe.
Appreciate it. Yes.
Golgappe.
Okay.